Mario Kart 8, the most recent game in the Super Mario Kart series released on the Wii U. This is one of Nintendo's strongest series of games along with Super Mario and The Legend of Zelda. It won several awards in 2014, such as the 2014's Children's Game Award, Game of the Year 2014, Best Family Game, and a lot more. Plus it was nominated for a lot more awards in that year and in 2015. However, going through the development cycle of a game, a lot of things get scrapped as the game gets bigger. And Mario Kart 8 can be considered quite a large game, as it was in development for roughly 18 to 24 months. During that time, a lot of things were planned and got scrapped afterwards, or created on the fly along with other game objects, but these didn't make it in the game after all. So let's stop the chit-chatting and hop right into it, shall we?
This little toad fella here was made pink to be around other toads on the Nintendo 64 Rainbow Road track. However, he was left out. But he also lacks shading, which probably means that he was scrapped before the track was completely done. This is a fruit basket. Even though these fruits could easily be mistaken for grenades, this object is already named Test Fruit Basket B, so it was never meant to be seen in the final game. It is probably left in the game as Nintendo had little experience on newer shading techniques such as bloom or ambient occlusion, so chances are that it was left on the disc for last minute tweaking and tests with the shading. The N64 Tree. This tree is a low quality model that is roughly based on the 2D tree sprites from the N64 course Mario Raceway. The course was remade in Mario Kart 8 under the name Royal Raceway, and while the trees would have totally fit into the track, Nintendo decided against it somewhere in the middle of the development. This is weird because the tree is similar to other ones that are visible in Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7 on other tracks of the games. Why Nintendo decided against it on specifically this one track is unknown, but the textures are low quality and it even lacks normal maps, which means it was not a last-minute decision. The Snowless Mount Wario Tree. The internally called Tree Try is the same tree that can be seen on Mount Wario. However, it lacks snow. Chances are that the track had parts without snow where the tree was meant to appear, but as these parts were scrapped, the tree got lost and forgotten, stumbling his way onto the disc. The Yellow Pylon. Probably made in the same production cycle as the red and the blue pylons, but it didn't get used after all. Unused Pipes. There are two variations of pipes that went unused and do not house piranha plants. One of them looks like it was a frozen version at first glance, but it turns out that this one was meant for Sweet Sweet Canyon, as it is called Dokkan Cake in the object table. While the pipe itself does technically exist in the game, the ones that were used do house piranha plants in them. These ones, however, don't house any in them and went unused. The same happened to another pipe that was meant to appear in Bone Dry Dunes, for a pipe listed as Dokkan Hone.
The game also has a bunch of graphics in it that weren't meant to be in the game. For example, the placeholder for the menu graphic. However, it got replaced as the actual menu graphic and made its way onto the box art. There's also these DLC cup icons that got scrapped later in development and got replaced with more polished, yet different icons. Only the Yoshi egg made it into the final version as a DLC cup icon. However, the decorations were remade. The game also contains a Kart icon for Kamek, the evil witch from the Super Mario universe. The icon indicated that he was planned but got scrapped early on, but he also doesn't appear in any of the DLCs. So if there ever was work done on Kamek, it was not enough to bring him back. As some of you might know, the Mario Kart series uses a rifle system ever since the first Mario Kart was released on the Super Nintendo. Depending on which character you pick, there will be a character who is very likely to be first place. However, this changed a little for Mario Kart 8. It is technically still the same as it always was. However, when Mario Kart 8 was first presented, it was shown at the Electronic Entertainment Expo, short E3, that the game was originally only meant to have 12 characters and not 30, like it does in the final game, DLCs not included. This means that there are only 12 characters that have an active rival system and 18 that don't. If you play a Grand Prix with one of these characters, a rival is decided randomly, while if you pick Mario for example, your rival is usually either Bowser or Peach. so it's a bit different. And so this adventure comes to an end. But as you can see, they made some changes to the game. Some of them fantastic, and some of them were a bit depressing. Ah well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to watch more videos, click the annotations on the screen right now. Me and Thiefbug want to wish you a happy new year. And please, don't blow off your fingers. Don't blow them up. Please, don't.